Hi guys, this is Annie and we're here to talk about the NEWTs Readathon that's going to start tomorrow. So I'm not late at all making this video. If you don't know the NEWTs Readathon, it is a readathon created by Book Roast based on Harry Potter. Since I am a big fan of Harry Potter, I kinda have to participate on it. It's not optional, guys. The magical readathon, as it is called, is divided in two readathons throughout the year. First, the owls, that I have already participated, and the NEWTs, that starts in August. During the owls, I've chosen the profession astronomer, and I have to say that I have read more than enough books to pass on the subject. Now, during the NEWTs, I'm going to keep the same profession, and I'm gonna have to read 7 books for it. So I printed the prompts, and for me to become an astronomer, I need to have an outstanding in arithmancy, astronomy, and an acceptable in history of magic. So I'm gonna have to read 7 books total. But of course, I'm gonna try and read 36 because I'm crazy. But in this video, we're gonna focus on the mandatory subjects, okay? And if you wanna know what other books I've read, you can just watch my vlogs during the readathon. I'm going to post 1 vlog a week and you can check what books I'm reading. So for arithmancy, I have to read 3 books, 1 for acceptable, 1 for exceed expectation, and 1 for outstanding. For acceptable, I have to read a book that ends on an even page number. So I've chosen Ready Player One because at least my book finishes on page 374. If you don't know what the book is about, it's about this boy that lives in a very futuristic society where everybody loves video games. And there is this world, it's like a second life where you create your character and your character goes to any game that you want and you play any game you want there. And the owner, like the founder of this world, died and he left the world to the players. So if the player wants to be the owner of the world, they have to compete and find a bunch of keys that he has spread around the world for them to have the right of owning the world. I think I explained that kinda right. For Exceed Expectations, I need to read a standalone, and I went with The Ocean at the End of the Road by Neil Gaiman. I have never read any of Neil Gaiman's book, which is kind of disappointing for me because I really wish I had read at least Coraline or something. So I'm gonna go with this because it's sitting on my shelf forever and I need to read it. And I have no idea what this book is about whatsoever, so I can't tell you, I'm sorry. And for outstanding, I have to read a book that's longer than 350 pages. I'm gonna read Dr. Sleep. I've seen on Goodreads, because I have an ebook version, so I don't know how many pages this book has, but on Goodreads it says that this edition has 531 pages. I have already read The Shining, and I know Dr. Sleep is the life of the Shining kid. Years after, when he becomes a psychologist or psychiatrist, I don't know, because I always try not to know about the books I want to read. We follow his life and how he deals with the shining he has. Now for astronomy, I also have to read 1 book each. So for acceptable, I have to read Moon on the cover or in the title. And I'm gonna go with New Moon from the Twilight Saga because I am trying to finish the Twilight Saga because I've started it years ago and I never got to the last book, even though I have it. I just gave up on it. So I'm gonna go with this one because I am rereading so I can finally finish this saga this year because I just can't stand it anymore. I'm not even gonna say what this is about. You probably know it, so let's skip to the next one. For Exceed Expectations, I have to read a book with the word night in the title. I'm gonna go with Night Journey. So while I was here editing my video, I noticed that The Night Journey is the 5th book on the Green Mile series that Stephen King wrote. So I decided that I'm not reading that because I haven't read the other ones, but I'm gonna get to it in the future. So for this challenge, I'm gonna go with the Night Circle. So I'm changing my TBR for the first time, but I'm probably gonna change it again during this month from Night Journey to the Night Circles. And for outstanding, I have to read a sci-fi book. which is great because I love sci-fi, and I'm gonna go with Altered Carbon. Only thing I know about this book is that it's a futuristic society where when you die, you can transfer your memories to another body, and then you live forever, but in different bodies. That's it. I'm gonna read this because it's pretty interesting because it's sci-fi and I like politics stuff and government problems. So yeah, this one. And for my last book on history of magic, I only need to get an acceptable, but of course I'm gonna try to get more, but let's focus. So for acceptable, I have to read a fantasy, which is another of my favorite genres. And I'm gonna go with The Princess Bride. I don't remember what this book is about, even though I saw the movie 1,000 times when I was a kid. But yeah, I have been wanting to read this book ever since I was around 8 years old, and I don't know why I haven't yet. This is my mandatory TBR, but yeah, I have selected other books for the other subjects too, but we're not gonna talk about this on this video. You're gonna have to watch the vlogs or my wrap up in the end of the month. So hope you guys love this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna participate on this readathon and what do you think your books are gonna be. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be all over Twitter talking about the books I'm reading and the readathon. Thank you so much again for watching. Love you guys and see you on the next video.